Hey, ladies and gentlemen, this is Carmine Sabia for Explain America, and don't get too comfortable, Juan Merchan and Alvin Bragg. The Supreme Court is on the horizon, and they're on the case. Before we get started, please make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Those little things really help us out, and they help our channel continue to grow. Frankly, ladies and gentlemen, I've tried not to be emotional about this. I have a job to do, and that's to bring you the news. But gosh darn it, I'm going to be a little emotional here. We, the people in my position in the media, we're tired. We're as tired and exhausted as you are. And you know what we're most exhausted about? Republicans. Republicans not fighting back. Republicans not using every single tool they can to bring justice to these unjust people who are destroying our country. The defeatists. The people who roll over and play dead every single time the Democrats hit them. Trump is not like you. We are not like you. We are fighters. And we will fight. And we're going to fight. And we're going to fight it all the way to the Supreme Court. Now, you listen to the defeatists, and they will tell you, well, there's no way this can get appealed before the election. Heck, I believed them. I said it too because I believed them. But you listen to people that actually know the law, and I'm not an attorney, and they reminded me of something. Yeah, you can. The Supreme Court took the Bush versus Gore case in microseconds because it's important. And this case is important. So you file your appeal with the appellate court, but you also go to the Supreme Court. You expedite this. You let this happen, and you make it happen quick, and you humiliate Juan Merchan and Alvin Bragg for the partisan, political hacks, operatives, and frankly, hitmen that they are. They did a hit job on a political opponent. They burned the Constitution. They annihilated the rule of law, and they need to be held to account. And the first step in that is going to the Supreme Court and having this handled. I don't want you to believe me. I want you to listen to one of the greatest legal experts this country's ever seen. I'm going to play that right now. I want you to watch it and then leave your comments.
I'll say this. No crime, no jurisdiction, no due process. Conflicted judge, Soros prosecutor, Manhattan jury. I'm going to tell you something, Sean. I've spent most of my legal career, not as a former federal prosecutor, although I served as a chief of staff to an attorney general. I've spent most of my legal career fighting these people. Suing the federal government, the DOJ, the IRS, the Treasury Department, the EPA, suing campaigns, fighting over voting rights laws, and so forth. And one thing I don't think our audience understands, and you need to understand, we have too many lawyers who are risk-averse, too many lawyers who will whine and complain. I have spent 40 years sitting down with people who put on legal brass knuckles and take these bastards on in court. I'm at the appellate and Supreme Court level. That's where my focus has been my entire career. So what they need to do now, in my view, is to go up the appellate chain in New York. We need to stop whining about how long that's going to take. Seek any emergency, immediate appeal that you possibly can. That's one lane. And the other lane is to try like hell to get to the Supreme Court. People say, well, they're not going to take it. You know what? If George Patton was said, I don't think I can get to the Battle of the Bulge in time, we would have lost World War II. I am sick and tired of these legal defeatists. We need to stop whining, stop complaining. We know what the hell we're up against. It's not news. It's a fact. We got to fight these people with our smarts. We have to take some risks. We need to push the edge of the envelope. I don't mean in a way that kooks do it. We need to look at Bush versus Gore. Why did the Supreme Court take that case from the Florida Supreme Court? We need to look at things like common law writs, which I know the audience don't understand, but a lot of lawyers do. Not writs of certiorari based on statute, but common law writs based on judicial decisions. We need to give the Supreme Court the opportunity to fix this. Why? We cannot have local acting judges, Soros DAs, 15,000 district attorney's office, God knows how many state judges, destroying our federal election system, influencing how we elect the president of the United States. And if we have a pathway to bring it to the Supreme Court, even though it's rarely used, and by God, we use it. We use every legal quiver that we possibly can muster, rather than sitting around and saying, well, it'll take 3 months. Fine.